It is another busy day on the farm. I found these 2 beds on Marketplace for a pittance, and so we brought them home and I decided to paint them because I did not like the tiger wood at all. They had a little bit of fixing up to do, but my husband is very handy and stapled and glued back together what needed to be done. This spring we decided to do bees and have 3 nukes, and here my husband and my 2 daughters are putting their new bees in their new homes. So the wax, the hives got a little wonky. The bees were obviously in there for too long before they were able to be picked up. So there is honey in this one, as you can see. They're just looking for the queen in each of these as they put them away. The slower you go, the less bees you squish. So they move pretty slowly. The bees were pretty mad, but nobody got stung. The boys are watering the cows and the horses. This is Audrey. She's a Holstein Jersey heifer. And this is Malta, our New Jersey. We got her for milk. She will give birth in the autumn. This is Isolta, one of the girls' horses. One of my favorite paint colors is called Stone Lion by Sherwin-Williams. I love it. I have a lot of taupe in my house. It's just really such a restful color. And it just goes with so much since it's neutral. We had sheep for a number of years, and they just were murder on our landscaping and our front yard. It used to be so beautiful, and they ate absolutely everything and left it very barren. So we have since sold the sheep, and Lawrence and Charles are putting mulch down, and it just feels so good to landscape again. And kind of put things back together and make them beautiful again in the front yard. And so that's what they're doing, and it's been just really fun to go pick out perennials. There are a lot of beautiful choices. Still painting. I have the first coat of Stone Lion done, and it was getting on to dusk, and I started the second coat and was racing daylight. I did manage to finish and let it dry for a couple hours before we got it in right before a rainstorm. One of the things on the farm that I've really been enjoying that we also got new this spring is quail. Lawrence made me some quail cages. They're quail cottages. I designed them and he made it happen. He just is so good at executing my ideas that I come up with. But the quail eggs are so healthy, and they're just so fun to care for and to watch, and I just really enjoy having them. One side is their food and water, and there's a little hole they go through to the other side of their cage, and it's their sandbox. There's no windows or anything in that side, and they just keep cool that way. Their eggs are just so beautiful, and they're so full of nutrients. I have 3 of them every day in my coffee, actually. I'll have to post a video on how I do that. They're just so nutrient rich. We also have some new spring chickens. A number of years ago, Lawrence made this coop for me that I had found a picture of on Pinterest and just loved. The front yard has come such a long way. I planted some hydrangeas, and as you can see, we've put down all this mulch. Among other things, I've also planted phlox and hollyhocks that I started in our greenhouse that Lawrence also built a number of years ago. It faces the west, and so it gets very hot, so we're still working on how to manage the heat in it. He's put in a fan. You can see another quail cottage that he's working on. But we've put in a fan, and then this year, he placed those windows in it that open. But I think we're still going to need to do some more thinking on how to manage the heat. But I have some seedlings still in here. Most of them are already planted in the garden or in the front yard. Some herbs there by the girls. But there's the windows that he put in. I found this little piece of furniture on the side of the road for free. So yeah, it's a working progress. It's coming along though, and I've really enjoyed it. Getting back to the beds and the boys' room, I had this electric fireplace for many years and had painted it taupe. I thought it looked really sweet between their beds. The shelves will be nice for books and little toys that are wooden, and it will just be really, really sweet when it's all done. We have a female ragdoll cat named Tibby, and she chose one of the girls' wardrobes to have kittens in. So we have 4 little baby ragdolls in the wardrobe, and we're just enjoying those first little tiny kitty weeks. Well, the girls went horseback riding, and so I decided to make some sugar cookies with the boys. I hope you've enjoyed this video, and we'll come back for more days in the life at Cottage and Barn. We are a family of 7, soon to be 8. I will definitely be sharing more about that later, but the boys are eating their cookies now. That lunch is over, and I'm going to put the baby down for a nap and probably nap or rest myself. Thank you so much for taking the time to watch and include us in your day.